September 24th, Our Lady of Mercy. The Feast of Our Lady of Mercy, which we keep today, was instituted in the 13th century and is connected with the establishment of the Order of Our Lady of Mercy for the redemption of captives, an event which came to pass under the following circumstances. The 5 preceding centuries had witnessed the rapid growth of the religion of the false prophet Muhammad, whose followers, marching to battle with the sword in one hand and the Quran in the other, had subdued kingdom after kingdom, destroying as far as they could all vestiges of Christianity and imposing their corrupt and blasphemous creed on the wretched inhabitants. In the 13th century, the evil had reached its height, the greater part of the shores of the Mediterranean having fallen into their hands, while its waters were swept by Moorish corsairs who, after committing horrible barbarities both on sea and land, carried into captivity thousands of unhappy Christians. It was in these circumstances that the Blessed Mother of God, in her tender compassion for her afflicted children, appeared to a French gentleman named Peter Nolasco and commissioned him to found an order in her honor for the succor of the innumerable captives who groaned in slavery or languished in the prisons of the Mahometans. With St. Peter were associated in this pious enterprise his confessor, St. Raymond of Pennafort, and James, King of Aragon, to both of whom Our Lady appeared on the same night and communicated a similar message. These 3 devout companions lost no time in carrying into execution the wishes of their heavenly mistress, and with the warm approval of the sovereign pontiff, an order was instituted under the invocation of Our Lady of Mercy for the purpose of collecting alms for the relief and ransom of the Christian captives, of visiting and consoling them in their captivity, and restoring them when possible to their friends and families. Among the first members of this noble order was a zealous Englishman named Serapion, who was received into religion by the founder, St. Peter Nolasco. His singular prudence and sanctity caused him to be selected for the important office of ransomer, and he was sent by his superiors on 2 occasions to treat with the infidels for the ransom of the captives. His first journey was to the Moorish kingdom of Murcia in the south of Spain, where he succeeded in restoring to liberty 98 Christians. Being afterwards dispatched to Algiers, he purchased the freedom of 87 others, but being unable to pay the price in full, he remained in the hands of the Moors according to the common practice of the order, as a hostage for the discharge of the debt. During the interval, he employed himself in consoling and encouraging the Christian slaves and prisoners, and preached the gospel boldly to the Mahometans, many of whom he converted to the faith. The Moorish governor, enraged at his boldness, ordered him to be cruelly beaten and cast into a dismal dungeon. He afterwards condemned him to be stripped naked and fastened in a barbarous manner to 2 posts, his body being elevated in the air and his legs crossed. In this painful position, he was exposed to all the insults and outrages of the mob, and was finally hacked to pieces with knives and hatchets, during which time he never ceased to preach the name of Jesus and exhort the Christians to constancy and perseverance. The glorious victory of Saint Serapion is commemorated in the English Martyrology on November 14th. In memory of the institution of this admirable order, and of the tender compassion of the Blessed Virgin to whom it owes its birth, the feast which we celebrate today was first established, and is now observed throughout the Church with a special office.